Soul Fusion was released in October 2018. This set introduced the Orchest archetype, a series of dark machine monsters with plenty of powerful graveyard-based effects. Notable cards in this set include Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Danger Tsuchinoko, Thunder Dragon Colossus, Trap Trick, and a card that would become a staple for going second for years to come, Dino Wrestler Pankratops. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. You know, I kind of feel bad after last episode. I killed Gage pretty quickly, and to be fair, the DM staples did definitely help with that, but I designed a deck to go second and kill him immediately, and the deck kind of did that, right? Like, even if you take Raigeki Darkhole out of it, I think that still maybe would have been the end result. It's really hard to say, but I can say I have a new plan for this episode, so you guys might have something fun to look forward to. However, we have to first go ahead and claim our prize. Now, I was looking at OTS Tournament Pack 8 because we have now moved on here, and I'm not sure about this. Looking at the Ultimate Rares, Droll, Kagari, and Scapegoat, I've got a playset of Droll from the original set. Kagari is useless to us because we can't play Striker, and I already have a copy of Scapegoat, so the Ultimate Rares are a bit of a miss this time around. And then moving on to the Super Rares, there's nothing that great. Maybe getting a Machine Dupe might be nice. Secret Village is okay. Waking the Dragon is funny, I'll be honest, but it's not particularly strong. And then the commons, you know, Moral Tack's nice, but there isn't any Sanctum that we have access to, at least at a low rarity. And so just looking at everything else in here, I actually don't think OTS Pack 8 is that good, so I'm actually going to go ahead and run it back with the wheel one more time. So whatever we get here for the wild card, we're actually going to be able to get from Cybernetic Horizon, and I would like to get a Secret Rare. If we could get a Borrelsword Dragon, that'd be cool. Also, an Ultra Rare would be nice, specifically for the Equimax. Let's see what we get. I was maybe hoping we could get a super, but unfortunately it looks like it's a rare. Okay, let's see what we're working with. All right, so taking a look through Cybernetic Horizon, the rare slot isn't particularly fantastic, right? I mean, that's most of the time going to be the case, I would say. I mean, here there's a big chunk of rares, but all these cards are pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. Scrolling down to the bottom, I actually think, and it's funny because I mentioned this card in the last episode, I actually think I'm going to take another copy of the Deep Grave. It's not like the best card, but I think it's probably the best rare in the set. So another copy of Trap Monster Reborn, I think it could be worse. So let's go ahead and throw it over to Gage so he can tell you all about Soul Fusion.
Another crippling defeat at the hands of anime protagonist Simo, but we're gonna get him back this episode. I can feel it. I got a whole brand new strategy of mine that I guarantee Alex has no idea even exists in this pack. Today we're gonna be opening Soul Fusion, so let's talk a little bit about it. Soul Fusion released October 19th, 2018. This set was pretty sick. It had a lot of really cool archetypes announced, one that everybody was waiting for, the release of the upgraded Thunder Dragon. We'll get to those in a minute, I'm sure, here, but the Salamangreats got their debut before their structure deck here. A couple of the good cards here in the common slot, Jack, Falco, Foxy, all incredible cards. Dino Wrestlers got their release in this set, the mainstay being Pankratops, of course, limited, a going second powerhouse in the common rarity slot nonetheless. We're going to be looking to pick up 3 of those bad boys, and I guarantee we should be able to do it pretty easily. Orchists was one of the big introductions in this set here. They wouldn't get much better until much later. Well, not even much later. In the next coming sets, they would get a lot of really integral support to push them over the edge, being one of the best archetypes of the next, year. Everybody remembers 2 of any monster equals full Orchist combo. Yes, sir. And then those Thunder monsters got their reworks, too. A lot of them in the higher rarity slots, so we won't be able to see them here, really. But in competitive play, these things were a powerhouse for the fact that they could summon Thunder Dragon Colossus, a card that is still banned today and actually just makes all these things worth playing in the first place. Gave light to a deck like Danger Thunder paired with a card like Chaos Dragon Levianeer. A lot of support for this archetype came in really quick in the next few sets here. Soul Fusion, Dark Neo Storm, and Savage Strike. As we were saying, Thunder Dragon Colossus is still banned today, a card that only requires 1 Thunder effect non-fusion monster, and if you used one of those Thunder effects, like any of the Thunder monsters, really. You could just use one of them to make this fusion monster. And this guy is a mistake on the board. Your opponent cannot search cards from their deck to their hand. An absolute fucking nightmare for most decks to work around for this bad boy here. Also, on top of that, it had a built-in protection effect that would trigger your Thunder Dragons that were banished from the graveyard for it. Just all around a really solid card. Orcus got their bare bones with the cards like Brass, Symbol, Skeleton, and such. Galatea being really the main link monster here. Again, we'd start to see some of the better cards get built out in later sets here. Dark Neostorm, which I believe is just next, gives us Dingirsu, which was a hell of a card, dude. I played the shit out of those Orcus. Trap Trick is a card that you still happen to see in trap-based decks today. Trap Eldritch anybody. This card's annoying, and it also is going to be something that is good for the future too. A secret rare slot that's been reprinted in common, but this card is incredible. And of course, the dangers, the more TCG exclusives we got, these ones were also really silly. Mothman's awesome, Tsuchinoko, Thunderbird, these ones are really crazy. Dogman's like alright, but these three here are definitely in their own league, especially Tsuchinoko. This one's at 1, and I have a feeling it'll stay at 1 for a very long time. Outside of that, couple new Noble Knights part cards. Heritage was really solid, and then some DDs and stuff like that. Nothing we're going to be really worried about here. Lots of really good stuff in Soul Fusion here. I know I didn't even talk about all of it, but there's like some things in between here like Goki Pull, Token Collector, Big Ballpark, like all these good cards here in Soul Fusion, and I just literally can't wait to bust it open. But first, gotta go to the pity pack again. It's just, we just call it the Nyhmnim pack at this point. OTS pack 8. We got one of them. Flip it up, and about what I expected there. Just add it to the collection. Let's get on to the big opening, though.
All right, you guys, so 24 packs of Soul Fusion. I can't believe the best card in the set that Gage and I are going to be clamoring for is a common. That is just absurd to me. I feel like someone at Konami forgot to max this thing out at Secret Rare because Pankratops is just fucking insane. So 24 packs, let's flip them up. No Pankratops in pack number 1. That's unfortunate, but we did get a Necro Fusion. This card's actually not bad. And there's actually our first ultra rare, Heritage of the Chalice. This card is so good for the Noble Knight archetype, but unfortunately, this is Progression Series. We're not playing Noble Knights. You know, it's funny. I was wondering where Crusadia Spatha was in Cybernetic Horizon, and I guess it was in Soul Fusion, so that explains why I had a lack of Link monsters for that deck last time. Also, the Salamangreats debut in the set, which is really cool, but unfortunately, Gazelle and Spinny and all of the good Salamangreat cards come in the structure deck, so as cool as it is to see one of my favorite archetypes, we will not be playing them. Okay, it's started. There is a super rare, and I'm so happy to see this, Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. Now, we also got a Symbol Skeleton to pair with this as well. I think Orcust, even without Dingirsu, may be playable if you actually get playsets of the rares. We have Foolish Burial. We have a lot of the broken cards that make Orcust just an absolute powerhouse of a deck. And then once we get to, I believe, Dark Neostorm, which is 2 sets from now, if we can pull the Dingirsu, we may be able to play Orcust. One Galatea may be enough. I'd like to see at least 2, but this is a fantastic start. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dino Wrestler Pankratops. God, this card is so strong. I don't know how they printed this at common. It is mind-blowing. Cyber Dragons itself down onto the field. You can sack it off to pop a card, and it's 2600 attack. I am going to be playing 3 of this in either my main or sideboard, guaranteed this episode. Also, shouldn't overlook the fact that I did get a copy of Orchestrated Babel. All these Orcus cards come in at rare, so they're not guaranteed, but I would like to see, you know, several copies of a lot of these. I think the one Babel I'm okay with, so let's go ahead and get more of the monsters. Oh, there we go. A second Galatea. Okay, we still need to get all the other Orcust rares, but I'm also not bent out of shape to see Goki Pull as well. This may play a role in a deck that we might play this episode. We'll have to see what other cards we get, though.
So hopefully, you know, my bad holo luck from the last few episodes, even if it carries through this episode, I get what I want. That's all I want. So we'll talk about it when we get there. Flipping it up the first time, Goki Pull is one of those big ones. Weird that they put the ultra rare slot right here. Now, Response Team is like, it's okay for the dangers you would see in a pure danger build, piloted by one of my friends, David Mendoza, that actually won a YCS with it. Pure danger, dude, man. Hell of a different time. There's our first Pankratops, and there's another common card I'm looking for, the Giant Ballpark, the large ballpark. I think I'm going to try to build a deck around this silly card today. It's one of the silliest decks that I've ever seen, and this is going to be one of the silliest cards you've ever read once we read it together. Oh, Secret Rare, Titan. That's like, yeah, it's really not that great, you know, unless we can definitely buff out with all the good Thunder Dragons. This is not going to see any play for us. Mothman is definitely the most solid super rare, one that's going to tie into our strategy today, but this is a great danger monster as well. When it's discarded, you're able to cycle. Pretty good. That's our third Giant Ballpark. Looks like our plan is in full swing today. Wow. Thunder Dark, dude. We and of course another Pankratops, can't forget him. But we got the Babel, which is solid, and the Dragon Dark, which is really good for Thunders, but again, I don't think we can pull the whole core. Also, not to mention, we don't have 3 of the regular Thunder Dragon, which is pretty good in the deck anyways.
Oh, and we got a long Gearsu as well. Orcus just keeps looking better and better. Another copy of Babel. I really need the other rares. We need Harp. We have 1 Symbol Skeleton. Bombird, we can kind of take a pass on, but we need Harps for sure. Okay, the ask and you shall receive. 1 copy of Harp Horror down. This will get banned at some point, so at least we have the 1 because this actually guarantees that we can always play it. Nothing great. There's a Fright for a Patchwork. I actually have a semi-decent Fluffle package. I don't know if I'm actually going to go back to that. Thunder Dragon Duo is kind of cool. We got the Thunder Dragon stuff in here as well. Another Necrofusion, that could matter. And there's Giant Ballpark. This could be a hilarious deck to play. I think this may be the first one of these. I think we need more Goki pulls, but this could be on the table. This could be on the table. Okay, there's a copy of Brass Bombard. Again, this is the one that I could probably forego. 1 copy of this is okay, but I want to have 3 Harps ideally. 2 Symbol Skeleton would also be pretty good as well. So we've got this checked off. I actually think we have 1 of every Orcus card now, so that's looking pretty good. Oh, and there's another copy of Harp. That's 2 Harps. I also looked. Orcus Nightmare comes in Savage Strike, so that's next episode. So that also means our Nightmare Mermaid gets turned on because it can summon Nightmare cards specifically. Oh, things are going to be heating up. Also a Danger Mothman, a very, very strong card. Don't want to overlook it.
Symbol Skeleton, we got a lot of the few Orcus cards here. I haven't gotten to Galatea yet, which is super important. And some Summoner. That's the generic Link 2 for Thunder monsters this time around. Wow, a second Dark. That actually makes this card playable because you can actually, I think, discard Dark to add another Dark to hand. So, I mean, the fact that we can actually resolve that effect's pretty good. Haven't gotten any of the Hawk or any of the, what is the other one? Oh, the other one. The one that when it's banished summons from deck. The good one, the really good one. Dragon Roar, I think that's what it's called. But altogether, that's like not a terrible start for a Thunder pull. If we can pull Colossus, it's actually something that we can look towards. Harp Horror, great rare card to have. Definitely perfect to have at 1. Still yet to pull the Galatea. I need at least 1 Galatea to visit this in the future, which is something I would plan to do with Orcus because I really think cards like the Counter Trap Crescendo, which becomes searchable later, I think it's really solid.
There's Necro Valley Throne. Ooh, do we go back to play Gravekeepers? I forgot the Gravekeeper support's in here. I don't think we're going to do that, but it'd be very funny. Also another Pankratops. This is either the 2nd or the 3rd. I'm not sure if I missed the other one, but as long as I get a playset, I'll be happy. Oh, another Symbol Skeleton and a secret rare in Trap Trick. Now, I'm not sure how good this is because we need 2 copies of a trap in order for this to be good. It also has to be a normal trap specifically, but this card could be very powerful. I'm honestly more excited about the Symbol Skeleton than the secret rare, but both are very strong. Okay, well, if we don't have our 3rd Pankratops already, here it is. And also World Dino Wrestling is a way to get to Pankratops. I know Gage has been playing this FA deck, and so that could just be a funny way he has access to it. But 3 Pankratops, it's looking great. Oh, and we just got a Levy in here. Are you serious? Holy shit. This card is insane. This is like not BLS level good, but it's basically by progression standards. You can nuke 2 cards or you can shuffle a card from your opponent's hand back into the deck on a 3,000 body. Oh my God, we have to find a way to play this. Also 2nd secret rare, so you know, it just goes that way sometimes.
Dragon Roar, man. We got 1 Roar, 2 Dark, and then we got the Titan. I still need the Colossus though. If I can get the Colossus and the Hawk, oh my goodness. Only 5 packs left though, it's not looking too hot. I really want a Galatea, if anything. That's what I want to leave with today, is a singular Galatea. A 2nd Goki pull is actually something pretty good though, I'll take it. Alright, coming up on the last 2 packs here, we've already got our 3 Pankratops, so that one's useless. Just 1 Galatea, and I can actually consider the pull for later. Thunder Matrix, wish I had more than 1 of those. Last pack, baby, anything good. Shit. Was that really my 2nd response team? Is that what I got? Oh my God. And no Galatea. Regardless, I still think we have a plan for today, so we might as well get building, see what we can do. Man, no Galatea. That is very, very upsetting.
Herald of the Abyss is funny. I remember when this card first got announced and everyone was trying to find ways to play this card. I think this card actually did see very minor side deck play because of like very fringe cases. It's just a weird card. I don't think we're going to play it, but it's a funny piece of history. All right, you guys, so only a few packs left. This pack opening has been spectacular. I think the only way it could get better is if we finalize our playset of Harp Horror and maybe just get some of the other higher end stuff too. Who knows? Let's flip them up and see. Nothing in this pack. Agave Dragon is something also I haven't talked about. That card's like an okay playable card that could come up in some instances. Let's flip up our other one here. Another Thunder Dragon Duo, and there's our first Thunder Dragon Matrix. Thunder Dragon is not playable by progression standard. You need to have absurd luck to get all of these cards. Last pack, ladies and gentlemen. gentlemen, let's see what we get in the close. And didn't look like it was anything too great. It was a Noble Knight and a Toll Hike closing everything up. Man, you know what? We didn't get the full play set of harps, but honestly, this is like one of the best openings we could have asked for this set. Fantastic way to wrap things up. So let's go ahead and get to building.
You know what, guys? I liked Alex's go blind second strategy so much. Today, I decided to adapt it for myself. This deck is called Giant Ballpark. It's going to revolve around the namestay of the deck, Giant Ballpark. We're going to be basically digging for a field spell because this is what allows us to actually play this entire deck. You're going to say it looks a little wonky, and it sure does, but with power cards like Pankratops, Destrudo being able to still get us AFD, which is something that didn't exist back then, gives us another way to get our field spells and get our rotation running, maybe Black Rose on our opponent's turn. This deck is well equipped to be able to throw people off guard, and I think it's going to throw Alex off guard as well. GBP is a field spell card where if a player is going to take battle damage during damage calculation, we can send a level 4 or lower insect monster from the deck to your graveyard, and if it was a normal monster, we're able to then summon all 3 of them, 2 from the deck, and then 1 from the graveyard, or hand, it could be anywhere. We're able to swarm the field with all of our bugs here, Neobug and Insect Knight, put them on the field. It's also got a secondary effect of a monster we control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect. We can special summon 1 insect normal from our graveyard. This card is actually just absurd. It's silly. It's got a lot going on for it, but it's going to be able to help us tag out these cards really easily. If we're going second and we poke with one of our vanilla monsters, if we poke with anything that would deal damage, we can just say, nah, Alex, keep the life points. In exchange, I'm going to summon 3 vanillas. Those vanillas can get us things like Rhapsody, Ragna Zero, Baguska if we're in a tight spot, and then Papilloperative. We don't have really incredible rank 4s to deal with like Utopia or anything like that, but this is at least what we can make. We can also make things like Pika or any of the Nightmares, which are okay to be able to pull Resonance Insect from deck and maybe get a Dozer. And then of course we got our Synchro package to pair with the Destrudo, which I think is now freshly at 1. We only pulled 1 Mothman. I wish we pulled more than 1, but this is pretty good to start with. And I think our core is pretty okay in general. Playing a Pot of Avarice to be able to shuffle back all of our GBP targets, throw them back into the deck, and deal pretty good. This deck is made to go blind second, which is why we're maining cards like Pankratops, but if we're going to be forced to go first by Alex, we actually have a whole bunch of floodgates to plug in that work perfectly with our strategy. Goes and match. The majority of our monsters are all Earth, and if Alex is playing something like Crusadia again, this is going to screw him up. And then Rivalry in the same vein, they're all going to be insects. So if we can make Alex play something that has a couple different types, he's going to be screwed. So even though we're very well equipped to go second with this deck, if we're forced to go first, I feel like with these floodgates, we should be able to deal with most anything. This deck, it's hard to say if this deck is good. This deck is only going to be able to function if we can see our field spell, but I think with the pairment of our double terraforming, which is freshly at 2 with this list, as well as AFD and a couple other things, Pot of Greed, you know, I think we're going to be able to see it pretty consistently. And then if anything, if we can't get to that right away, we have powerful cards like Pankratops to be at least able to deal with board state. I think Pank is going to be a huge plus this list here. I wouldn't be surprised if Alex doubles back on his Crusadia strat and wants to go second again just because of the release of Pankratops. Altogether, I do think we're well equipped with at least a very fun deck today, and I'm looking to enjoy my match with Alex today. Hopefully not get OTK'd twice. That would really fucking suck. Let's see what Alex is on. Hopefully we're able to take it down today.
Guys, I am ecstatic for today's progression episode because we are bringing Giant Ballpark to today's duel. Gage will never see this coming unless he specifically colluded with MBT and they decided to play this deck as well. But aside from that, there's no way. So we'll have to see what happens. This is the deck we're bringing. So if you've never seen this deck before, this is a going second OTK deck, which is funny because it doesn't exactly OTK on its own. It needs a little bit of help, but Giant Ballpark is one of the cards from Soul Fusion, and so we are going to put it to the test. So let's go ahead and do the card by card. Before we do that though, I will go ahead and explain how this works. So Giant Ballpark is a field spell that says during damage calc, if a player would take battle damage, you can make neither player take any battle damage from that battle. And if you do, send 1 level 4 or lower insect monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then, if you sent a normal monster this way, you can special summon any number of monsters with the same name as that monster from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. So what this means is if we attack, we can go ahead and make neither of us take damage, send, let's say, an Insect Knight or a Neobug to the grave. We get to summon 2 more and then actually bring the 3rd one back from the graveyard because it counts all areas, essentially allowing us to go for a huge amount of damage. So as long as we're able to get another monster or 2 on the field, we can effectively just win the game in one fell swoop. It also has another effect down here that says if a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 insect normal monster from your graveyard. So that's also also not bad either, but primarily we're just trying to win the game in one shot, and Giant Ballpark is going to help us do that. So because we're playing an insect-oriented deck, we are playing Aztekipede the Worm Warrior. For those of you who know Doomdozer, this is just the smaller cousin of Doomdozer, requiring you to banish one insect monster, and if it inflicts battle damage, it sends a card from the deck to the graveyard. Doesn't really matter all that much. We just want it for the body, and the banishing can actually matter for a card like Resonance Insect. We'll talk about that in a moment. Next up, 2 copies of Mothman. We pulled these from our Soul Fusion packs, and so this is just another body to get on the field. Also allows us to dig deeper for Ballpark, which is important, and it's level 4, so I figured we would throw it in here. We are still playing the Destrudo package. This is another way to allow us to OTK, so we're just playing even more OTK enablers. If this doesn't work, and if Gage has a way to stop this, we can actually just go the Ballpark route and just kill him that way, or vice versa. So I like that we have like alternate win conditions here. We are playing the 3 Pankratops. I mean, it's a monstrosity, and especially going second, like there's no reason not to play this. This card is just fierce, and will probably be the reason we are able to OTK, if any. 2 Doomdozer. This is kind of if the game goes to like the mid game, we can bring this out. It's 2800. We're summoning a bunch of insects, so getting fodder for this isn't hard, and just dropping a 2800 insect BLS seems pretty good to me. Unfortunately, we only got 1 Goki pull. This card's very funny. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you added a normal monster, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that special summon monster's attack. So, what's nice is you can basically search any level 4 insect, but if you specifically get a normal one, you can summon it and then pop something that has higher attack, which means that this is technically removal. There's also other ways to enable this as well. You can do things like get this off of Ballpark if you want, because you can send a level 4 lower insect from deck to grave. That will trigger the effect to summon something to pop something, which turns Ballpark into removal as well. This card's pretty good. I wish we had at least 2 of it. One of it's going to be iffy, but if we win the game at once, it doesn't really matter. The Mari is the engine requirement. The Maxi is an insect, funny enough, which does kind of matter, but we also have 2 Resonance Insect. Now, this card says, if it's sent from the field to the grave, you can add a level 5 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hand. So this is nice because we can actually grab Doomdozer off of this, which is kind of scary. And then the second effect, if it's banished, you can send an insect from deck to grave. So this can trigger something like a Goki pull and the like, or just get us some other fodder in the grave. Resonance Insect is a very good card. There's also ways to get this to the grave very easily, which we will show later. And then we have the 3 Insect Knight and 3 Neobug. There is a 2000 attack vanilla insect that comes out in a later set. It's not out yet, but these are the best 2. And thankfully we have playsets. Moving on to the spells, we have a Dark Hole, a Foolish Burial, triple copy of Ballpark, a Heavy Storm, MST, Pot of Greed, Raigeki. We are main decking the Scapegoat because even though it isn't a going second card, if we do happen to go first, this will give us tokens and set us up pretty nicely. Snatch Steal, only 2 Terraforming. Terraforming actually gets semi-limited on this list that we're currently playing under, which kind of sucks, but 5 copies of Ballpark seems like enough. Double Twin Twister. We are playing the World Legacy Secession. Since we're playing so many vanillas, we can actually make a Link Spider, and then we can World Legacy Secession a vanilla back, and that should be enough to OTK with Ballpark up, so I figure it's worth the slot. And then 2 copies of Red Reboot, depending on if Gage is playing a trap-heavy deck. I have a feeling Gage is going to switch it up after how last episode went, and so I just want to have as many hate cards for going second as absolutely possible. The extra deck, we have the Yazi. We're playing Gagaga Cowboy because a lot of the insects in this deck are actually level 4, and after we summon a bunch off of Ballpark, if we're really close to killing him, we could just overlay a couple for a Cowboy and win that way. Imduck's in here for utility. We have 2 copies of Inzektor Picofelina. Now, this card's pretty sick because after we do a Ballpark play, we are able to actually take 2 of our insects and make this, and if we have another insect engraved, we can use the effect to essentially do a little Jar of Avarice sort of thing here. We can shuffle 3 insects back into the deck and draw a card, and also the first effect, we can equip an insect monster from our deck to another target, which means we can equip something like Goki Pull to get its effect to trigger when that goes to grave, or we can equip something like a Resonance Insect to be able to get value and get into like a Doomdozer and start getting value off of this Resonance Insect. So this card's actually very crucial for this deck. We've got double Nightmare Cerberus, double Nightmare Phoenix, a Link Spider as aforementioned, 2 Mrs. Radiant. I figured we're playing a lot of Earth, so this could come up. 2 Miss Starboys for the Yazi and trying to get through damage that way, and the 1 Saryuja. I think this is a bit of a pipe dream at this point, but if we can summon it, hey, I'm not going to complain. And then for the side, triple DD Crow. This has just been an all-star, so there's no way this is going anywhere. I'm playing 4 Kaijus in the form of Godarla, 2 Gameciel, and a Kumungus. Funny enough, Kumungus and Godarla are both insects, which means we can actually search them off Resonance Insect if Gage is playing something that does actually produce monsters that are pretty unkillable. We've got 2 Retaliating Sea. Now, a lot of meta players know about this one, but being able to special summon it when our opponent activates a spell card that special summons a monster, this will be good for something like 1-for-1 and the like, means that we now have a Macrocosmos on the field, and if it gets removed from the field, then we're able to get an insect monster to our hand like Max C. So I figure having this in the side isn't too bad, and then if Gage makes us go first, which he should if he sees that we're on on this, we have 6 cards in the form of Book of Moon, Triple Compulse, a Skill Drain, and a Torrential Tribute to give us something to do when we go first, and then we can just kill him on the following turn. Guys, if we win this, Gage is never going to live this down, so I cannot wait to hop in. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, I got a good one for this episode. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready for it, man. Always.
The only fusion that's going to be happening this episode is your soul to a big fat L.
You called that a good one, bro? Wasn't that good, man?
I thought that was a good one. You got
How
a
long
better
did you
one?
think about that? How long did you think about that one
At
for?
least
I don't
like
have a better
10
one.
minutes. At least like 10 minutes.
That's embarrassing for 10 minutes, bro. I don't have a better one, but if I can come up with one, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna
You know,
say
when
that
I'm
one was
sitting
pretty
here
bad.
waiting for your ass to record, you know, I have some spare time to waste, so I
Oh
figure
my God!
I'd come
Don't
up
put
with
that
something.
on me, man. I was brewing up the spice. You got to be ready
you?
for this today. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I gotta say, I've been waiting for Soul Fusion. This set is so much fun. I've got such fond memories of it. I mean, Pankratops, Gage. Pankratops is so
Fucking
good.
imagine, dude. Card is so good, and it's at 3 for us, dude.
Yep.
Insane. These next few sets are all really exciting too, actually. Like, again, it's like the same thing I always say. When I'm going through a set and you see a lot of limited cards or you see a lot of cards that were playable, like, it gets really exciting because it brings up options and we're able to really try new things and see what's working. So
Well, I
I'm
won't
really
be
excited.
seeing it because I'm not the one that's having to read off the list. So, you know.
Okay, well, I'm going to change that next time around, all right? You better be ready to read Savage Strike because I hate that set, bro. I never want to look at that set again.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm ready if you are, though, buddy.
I'm ready,
to get
Duelist.
down.
Let's play.
All right, let's go ahead and shout out our patron. This is actually a special one. This one is for Useless Aslan 05, actually one of your longtime patrons, and actually is in the hospital waiting for a heart transplant. So I want to send all of the love of the Progression series and positive energy to him in hoping that A, he gets the transplant, and B, he has a speedy recovery when it happens. So thank you so much for the support, buddy. Gage, let's see what you got. Ooh,
I'm ready
okay.
to duel, man.
Okay, that one is good. Yes! Yes.
Understandable. Okay, all right. All right, show me. Are you mixing it up today? What are you doing?
I'm going to let you go first, buddy.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. But all right.
Go ahead, buddy.
We'll see how this works, man, okay? I'm going to go standby phase, main phase. Good luck, dude. All right, I'm going to start off my turn by activating Upstart Goblin.
I'll take the 1,000.
Draw a card. Okay. So if you're going second... It's scary. I'll say it. It's scary. If you're going
think I
second,
was going to
it's scary.
double back on this,
No,
did you?
no, I don't know. It could be something completely different too.
Could be.
But Alex,
Could be.
my turn 1 is not very exciting here. It's going to just be a simple set, a little prayer that you do not kill me, and a pass turn. Go ahead.
Oh, I think you're going to need more than that, buddy. All right, I will start by drawing for turn. We'll go into main phase 1, and now we have to think, can we play the game of climbing to 8,000?
At least it's not 4,000 this time around. I didn't pay half.
That's true. You didn't pay half, so you gave me a little bit of a challenge this time.
Yes,
I'll
it's
be
a
honest.
much bigger hurdle, so we'll see if you can get over it.
All right, Gage. Well, it is Soul Fusion, and so I'm going to start off with the man of the hour, Dino Wrestler Pankratops.
Big guy. Yes, he is okay.
Big guy has emerged. And next up, we're going to go ahead and fire off a copy of Foolish Burial.
Okay, all right.
With the Foolish Burial, I am going to send to the grave, and I know you're not expecting this, I'm going to send Goki Pole to the graveyard.
Oh, shit. Oh, my. All right, yes, Goki Pool is okay.
Are you starting to slowly piece together what's going on here,
I've
buddy?
already pieced it together, bro. I've already got it all together. This will be fun. Okay.
So since Goki Pole was sent to the graveyard, I'm going to go ahead and trigger the effect, if that's fine, to add a level 4 a level 4 insect monster to my hand. Is that good?
Go for it. That's okay.
Okay. So with that, I am going to go ahead and grab, I don't know how much this really matters if I'm being completely honest. I guess I will just grab myself a Neo Bug here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And with the continued effect of Goki Pole, if it's a normal monster that was added, I can special summon it, and then I can destroy a monster on the field if I wish. So,
yes.
I'm not going to be doing that, obviously. But
Come
we're going to go
on.
ahead and fire off a giant ballpark, baby!
The
Let's
ballpark,
go.
dude. All right, good card, man. I'm excited for this. I love this card.
We are ballin'. Okay, let's go ahead and go to battle. I kind of just want to swing with the Neobug to start things off. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have your card flip up first.
Give me a minute. Let me think about this for a second. Hold on.
Okay, sure.
Neobug 1818-26. I'm not dead. How much info do I give you today? How much info do I give you? Do I just...
Ooh, interesting. Thinking about just doing the early concede so I don't know what you're up to?
I know.
Okay.
I know I'm not dead this turn. But as soon as I flip this card up, you're going to know what I'm playing. And
Okay.
I don't know if I want to give you that advantage because my hand, Alex, is not good. And I don't think it's going to be good enough to out whatever you're putting up here.
That's fair.
I'd hate to not give the people a show, but I think this has to be the right play so you don't side correctly against me.
Okay. So are you going to concede?
I'll definitely give you the admit defeat here because my hand is not solid enough to deal with whatever you're putting down.
Okay.
All right, understandable.
Sounds
The
good.
game was... just wait, Alex. You're not even ready for it.
Okay.
Damn, Alex. Batter up, bro. Batter up, dude. You're playing that ballpark. Dude, that deck is sick, though, man. Honestly, ballpark is one of the craziest field spells of all time. It's like, a lot of people just have to read it to understand how good the card is.
Oh,
but
yeah.
how do you feel, man? Now that I gave you no knowledge of what I'm playing, I have full knowledge of what you're playing. I know exactly what your deck does. What do you think I'm on? I'm going to leave it to you. Upstart might reveal a lot.
For what it's worth, I definitely think you did the correct thing. Whether or not it was fun in terms of the viewership, probably not. And obviously, I would like to, take this to a game 3 if possible. But, if we're hitting it out of the park, we're hitting it out of the park. And so that's what we're aiming to do. I don't know what you're up to, buddy. Like, I don't have a fucking clue. So
I'm going for a home run here. I'm going to go,
Okay.
actually, I'm going to step on your territory. I'm going to go second.
Okay, sure.
So
that
let me
sounds
see
fine.
what you can do turn 1. I don't think it's a lot.
I'll be honest, it's not a lot. Good luck, sir. I will
Good
just
luck.
set one and pass. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna draw for turn. I'm gonna go
Sounds
standby
good.
main. I imagine it's time for a little bit of fun myself here. I'm gonna start by just blind spacing. I'm gonna get rid of whatever that is. Watch it be metaverse.
I wish. It's a twin twister.
Okay,
so-
okay. I'll be okay with that. That's definitely above average what I wanted. Oh man, this is really gonna give away what I'm playing, huh? This is gonna be fun. I'm so excited.
Now the question is, Gage, can you kill me on an open board?
Alex, I legit might be able to here. That's the thing.
Okay. Watch, you're playing the same deck.
Well, I'm going to activate terraforming.
Okay, sure. We've seen this before.
All right, off of my terraform, I am going to pick up...
If you say giant ballpark, I'm going to fucking lose it.
Alex, I'm going to... Oh my god, do I want to, legit just drain myself by fucking 4,000 again? I don't know if I can make that play.
Oh, okay. So he's still on Destrudo.
All right, no, fuck it. We're gaming. All right, I'm going to pick up... giant ballpark.
Oh, fuck!
Yep.
Oh, my God!
Yeah, I can't believe you, dude. Copying my style, bro. I thought I was on the spice today. And you go,
You know
a
what?
giant ballpark.
I had a feeling I don't know who you were colluding with for this episode, but if you talk to Joseph, I guarantee Joseph fucking convinced you to play this deck.
Yes, no,
I
yeah.
swear.
Joseph asked me about. We were looking through Soul Fusion, and he's like, "Yo, ballpark's in this set." And I'm like, "Wait, that card's pretty good." And then he told me the whole thing. I'm like, "I'm sold, man. We gotta play it." All right. So first things first, I'm going to activate the game, and I'm gonna pay 1,000.
Okay.
I'm gonna cycle a card here, see what I can pick up myself.
Sure, that's fine.
All right. Now I'm going to activate said ballpark. Fun card.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe. I even said in my deck building, I think, that there's a chance that we could have a mirror and this is going to be just a fucking disaster.
Right.
And here we are.
All right. And then I am going to actually normal summon Resonance Insect.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'm going to go battle phase. I'm going to poke with the Resonance, and I'm going to use ballpark. I'm going to make it 0.
Sure.
All right. And then ballpark, I am going to send off a... Excuse me. I'm going to send off a Neobug.
Yep.
And then I'm going to summon all of them.
Sounds good.
Neobug 1, and then 2, and 3.
So good.
It's so good. And then I'm going to go poke you for 18, 18, 18.
54 in total. I'll take it all.
Cool. All right, main phase 2.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe we're on the
fucking
same shit
believe
either,
this.
bro. That's unbelievable, man.
Now, I'm curious to see when this is in editing, how different our variants of the deck looked, because there's a lot of, different... obviously, there's still the giant ballpark core, but there's other, cards you can splash in. So, depending on our card pools, it could actually make a big difference in how it is.
I'm going to take my Resonance Insect and my Neobug. I'm going to link them off both into Mrs. Radiant, and I'm going to be able to trigger Resonance Insect.
Yep.
All right, Resonance Insect's going to be able to add a level 5 or higher insect from the deck to hand.
Do you have the Doom Dozer?
I do have the Doom Dizzy. I'm going to pick them up.
Okay.
Solid card.
Those cards from, what set is this? Shadow of Infinity, I think, coming in clutch.
All right, and now I know, Pankratops is it's a real card, dude. It's a real card.
It is.
So I actually think what I have to do here, I think I'm going to have to take these Neobugs. I'm going to slap them on top of each other.
Okay.
And I'm going to make Baguska the Terribly Tired Tapir.
Is this his first appearance in progression?
I'm
I know
pretty
you
sure.
pulled it, but I don't think you
Surprisingly enough,
summoned it.
I do think this is his first appearance, and he's a hell of a card, man.
Yeah.
He does not mess around. So,
does not.
on that, Baguska, I know I can't lose to your Pankratops, which is pretty good. So, wait, right? negate the activated effects of... Yes, so this does stop Pankratops. So I am going to leave it, I think, at that there. Go ahead.
Okay, and so I know you have Doomdozer in hand. That is it, correct?
Yes, that's all you know I have in my hand right now.
Now, answer me this, Gage. Was the card you said in game 1, was it a Resonance Insect?
It was. It was.
Okay, I was curious what it was, and I mean, to be fair, Neobug could have ripped through most of these, but I'm just curious if that's what it happened to be. I'll go ahead and draw.
Yep.
We'll go to main. Let's see. So you can bring down Doomdozer next turn. I am on a very low life total, and that does not make me feel too comfortable. So I'm gonna have to play everyone's favorite DM staple, Regeki.
God damn it. Oh my god, dude, that sucks, bro. That's really
At least you didn't Destrudo.
Yeah, at least I didn't Destrudo. So these are gonna go to grave, and I'm actually gonna be able to trigger Resonance. Mrs. Rating, is that okay?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna be able to add an Earth back from the graveyard. Do I want anything back in my hand? I don't want my Resonance Insect back, actually. You know what? I'm gonna just throw back the Bagooska. I feel like it could be more useful later turns here if I can live.
Okay, sure. That makes sense. And then, jeez, facing down Doomdozer, that's so bad.
At least your board's clear so you can't pank me.
Yeah, pretty nice for you, I would say. Gross. Okay, I'm just going to normal summon an Insect Knight.
Sure.
And we'll swing for the 19.
I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
We'll go second main. I will just set one and then pass the turn.
All right, I'm going to draw for turn. Stand by main.
All good.
I'm going to banish Neobug and Resonance Insect, and I'm going to special summon Doomdozer.
There's the boy.
I'm going to trigger Resonance Insect.
Yep.
That card's so good, man.
Resonance Insect is a crazy card.
Yes. All right, I'm going to dump off of Resonance Insect. I'm going to dump Goki Pool, and I'm going to trigger
Goki
Goki
Pool too. Yep.
I'm going to special summon my own Insect Knight, and non-targeting Pop, I'm going to get rid of yours.
Yep, and you got it, buddy.
Nice, lovely. Well, this is a fun match already, bro.
This is fun. This is
a
fun.
Fun zone. Okay.
Gage, what are the chances? You even said it in deck building, or in side decking. You said, out of all the decks you could be playing, you're playing the fucking mirror.
I know,
and
right?
I don't have anything good to side against the mirror.
I'm like, yo, Ozen, Rivalry. I was like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna play those Crusadians again, clap him up, and then you're like, nah, I'm gonna play the same deck. I'm like, well, none of these cards do anything. So, I mean, I don't know how good Skill Drain is against a vanilla deck. So,
right,
kind of in a pickle here. I know you're gonna opt to go second. Yeah, obviously. So, I mean, like,
I have to.
I literally said to you, I'm like, well, let's see who draws it first, right? So we'll see what.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, man. You're gonna need it, bro. Honestly, though, this is actually. Oh no, wait, that's not as good as I thought it was.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I know. Here's the pickle, Alex. Really can't put any monsters on the field because Pankratops is a card at 3. It's terrifying.
Yeah,
so
you're not wrong.
I hate the gamble with it. I don't want to just pass here. I know 8,000. It's not impossible to put up turn 1. It's not hard. And again, I don't know how bad I want to make this play that I want to make.
I understand the conundrum, right? It's one of those things where the less you do, it almost benefits you sometimes.
Right.
Because then I can't take advantage of the fact that you made a move.
Yeah, right.
So it's a tough spot to be in. I don't envy your position in the slightest.
All right, Alex, I'm going to go standby phase and main phase. All right, so we had to go call in the reinforcements for this. I needed to get a rolling on it, but I'm actually pretty confident in this rolling. I think it's going to make it fun. I'm going to start off with Chicken Game. I'm going to pay 1,000, okay? I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Your favorite card.
My favorite card. I'm going to draw a card here. I'm going to sack off this Chicken Game, and I had to double check for this. I'm going to play my own giant ballpark.
Okay, now this is very interesting. Do you want to explain what we found out, Gage?
So immediately when I saw this hand, the first thing I had to ask is GBP versus GBP. What the fuck happens? So, Alex, if you decide on your turn, you miraculously have your own giant ballpark, which I don't think is out of the realm of possibility. If you were to attack with a monster, okay, you can choose to activate giant ballpark as Chainlink 1, your turn player. Then I would have the priority pass to me, and I could activate my own giant. Now, I can choose, since I'm resolving giant ballpark as Chainlink 2, I can send the normal monster and then use the rest of the ability. Now, when it gets to you on your Chainlink 1 stack, I already chose not to take battle damage. So, since there's no battle damage being taken, you cannot you cannot resolve the last part of your effect. So, it's going to resolve without effect. So, basically, the person that is off the play, their GBP is always going to win. So, interesting spot.
Yu-Gi-Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, I don't want to give you the option to get, like, Pank or anything to be able to out my own ballpark. So, I'm going to have to bank on the fact that this rolling is going to work in my favor here. I'm just going to pass the turn to you, Alex, okay?
Fascinating. Okay. This is a nightmare.
Isn't it?
Now I'm not looking forward to playing this nearly as much as I was before. I'll draw. We'll go into main phase 1. And now I want to take a moment to think here.
Huge thank you, by the way. We need to bring up. Thank you to Distant Coder for coming up with the rolling
thank you,
for us, man.
Coder, for figuring that shit out. Because Gage and I would have never figured that out.
No,
ever.
sir. No, sir.
All right. What's the play?
I don't know, Alex. Making me go first was could have been a pretty poor decision there if you think about it.
You
I
know,
got my ballpark set up.
It's not ideal. I'll be honest. It's not ideal. Okay. I think I have a plan though.
All right, lay it on me.
We'll see. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. I think I'm gonna do it though. I think it's the move. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to normal summon Goki Pole.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to activate Foolish Burial.
Sure.
I'm going to dump Destrudo to the graveyard.
Powerful. Okay.
I'm gonna pay half.
Go for it. That's fine.
Bring him out. We're gonna go for good old Yazi.
Yep, that's good. It's really good.
We're gonna trigger the Goki Pole.
Okay.
I'm going to I'm gonna add a Neo Bug, which will then allow me to special summon said Neo Bug. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, okay. So we'll run out a Neo Bug here.
That's fine.
Yazi effect, target itself in the ballpark.
Yep.
Gonna use the effect of Yazi. We're gonna special summon Mari in defense position.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna mess that up again.
Got you. Okay.
Then I'll proceed to use Mari's effect 3 times to get some tokens.
Yep,
Is that
use
okay?
it thrice. That is A-okay.
Thrice, not many cards have the word thrice printed on them, but Mari is definitely one of them. Okay, next, I said, I don't think I can kill you. If I had ballpark right now, you were just toast.
Love to hear it. Yes, you can't kill me.
Oh, fuck, Gage. I just realized that... There's a line. It's very high rolly. It involves a card named Saryuja Skulldread that I have in my extra deck.
I'm familiar with it. Yep.
So I can make anything here as long as I just get a different name. I get Saryuja for 4, and if I hit ballpark, I think I win the game. But I need to hit ballpark. I get to go 4 deep in 32. Fuck! I hate this. Is this really what it's gonna come down to, bro?
And the thing is, though, is like,
oh god.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you should make it. Play it safe. Just pass it. Pass it. Let me go. Give me a turn.
I'm not passing. I could, currently, I could go into the double Mistar Boy, and I get you, what is that, 24, 48, 58. See, I get you down to 400 life.
like
I get you,
nothing. Holy
it's
hell.
so close to killing you. Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm this close. How am I this close? I hate this, Gage. I hate this so much. And then okay, here's the problem. If I don't kill you, I am just going to get shafted on the crackback.
Yep.
I am just going to get shafted so bad.
Yep. I'm so curious to see what your line's going to be here. No gamble, no future. You're going to try to play it safe and hope I don't have the way to squash you the next turn.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it,
All
dude.
right.
Okay.
Let me see
All
it.
right, so here's the Mistar Boy.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
This is so fucking awful.
Really
Sorry,
bad.
Joe.
I'm not gonna. This seems really bad, but all right. Let me see it.
Trigger the effect.
Yep. Draw your 4.
Okay, no effect there. Thank fucking God.
You're not cheering.
I'm not cheering, but I don't think it's over yet. Okay, so do they go? They go to the bottom.
They bottom.
Of the
Yeah,
deck,
you bottom
right?
3 of them.
I bottom 3. Okay, so I'm going to bottom this card, and this one's a bit tough. I'm gonna bottom. I might regret this. I'm gonna bottom this one.
Those are all 3.
I drew pot of greed.
Oh, all right. Okay. So you still got a chance. All right.
Yeah, that's why I was not fully. I was reserving judgment because here we go. Shit.
Yes! Oh, come on. Play your last pathetic card, bro. Let me win this.
Okay, it's not done. It's not done. I'm going to use the effect of Saryuja. I'm going to special summon Pankratops.
Yeah, that's powerful. Okay.
That triggers Saryuja's first effect. So this is actually a 2,900 Pankratops.
Yep.
So close. Battle.
Yes. All right. I'll take 28,
28,
and then 29.
29.
Yep.
Pankratops is at least a good thing to end on.
It is.
It's
It's
not
very
the end of
powerful.
the world. I got a couple sets as well, so I don't feel like I'm completely out of it. Good luck, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, bro. I'm going to draw. You're really not dead here. That's so sad. I can't believe...
I think Pankratops actually insulates me pretty well, because if you have ballpark, I can pop it. So that makes me feel pretty good. He's also extra swole because of the Saryuja.
Right, he's huge.
Yeah, he's big.
Okay. So at least I got through Yazi combo, so you can't pull it off a second time or anything like that. That's not too spooky.
That's correct.
It's a good thing I have this, though. I'm going to activate Kaiju Slumber.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, fine.
Wipe 'em up.
Let's see
You
the
can get a-
kaijus. I'm actually going to chain Max C in response to this, by
That's
the way,
fine.
to make it harder for you. So, get the kaijus. What are you giving me?
Yeah, you're gonna have the
This
Gamma
Gamma
Seal.
Seal?
I'm gonna get myself a Godarla.
Okay. I will draw for Max C as well.
Yes.
Would you like to give me the
I'd
Gamma
rather
Seal?
keep it for
Thank
myself because that's just game right there. But
That would be game. Yeah, you're right. I would prefer I have it, though, so
yeah,
I'm not dead
you know?
immediately.
All right, man.
What a
fucking
fucking
set, dude.
set.
I'm
This
so
is-
scared of what you can draw, though. I'm like actually terrified. I can't kite kill you here, which is so upsetting. You have no idea.
Oh, trust me, I was upset that after going 6 deep for a card I have 5 of in my deck, that I didn't draw
right.
it. Yeah, I'm also upset.
Okay, we'll see how this does. I'm gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna just attack over my Gamma
Okay.
Seal.
What is this? I take 5 here. You're in battle, so I mean, I'm not dying. Yeah, I'll take it. That's fine.
Main 2.
Yep.
This doesn't feel strong, but it's got to be the play. I'm gonna set a card, not play into TT, and I'm gonna set another card. Alex, oh god, I hope you don't have it. Your turn, man.
What am I gonna do about this? End phase, I'm gonna twin your 1 back row.
Wow, that's so... that's so... You were betting it all, bro. It was imperm.
Imperm. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll draw. Main 1. Oh my god. I'm gonna special
Yes,
a
okay,
Pancreas.
thought you might have had that one. Yep.
I actually drew it right
oh,
off the
that's
Max
pretty
C,
good. Okay.
as a matter of fact. Yeah, so not bad, not bad. Okay, you've got a set. Do I care about your set? I don't think I do. I don't think there's a lot in here that really does much. It's probably just like a resonance. You didn't want to just do much else. You probably just put that there just so I can't just straight up kill you, which makes sense, I guess. Could be, ooh, Goki Pole's another thing I need to be worried about, though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna fire this Pank.
Okay,
I'm gonna
it's
pop your
resonance
set.
insect. So I'm gonna trigger
Resonance. That's fine. Get your search.
Pick up a 5 or
Yep.
higher insect. All right, I think I gotta go with the Doom Dozer here, so I'm gonna pick him up.
That's convenient because I've got one of
Nice.
my own, buddy.
Nice.
So we're gonna go ahead and banish this. We can banish this Max C. Funny enough, that's an insect, and I guess I will also get rid of
Maxi is an
Goki
insect,
Pole.
dude. The synergy. That's insane. Okay.
It is. Yeah. Isn't that sick? Isn't that sick? And then I am going to also just run out a
Okay.
Neo Bug, and I think this should do it. So I will go to the battle phase. I'm gonna hit over Godarla.
Okay, there's one card that can save me, Alex. If this Doom Dozer is gonna trigger...
There is, and hold on, I'm not done, buddy. I'm not done because Doom Dozer, when it inflicts battle damage,
Yeah.
mills you a card.
Yeah.
Correct. So you're banking on that, hoping to hit exactly Goki Pole, so that
Yeah.
way you can pop my board. On attack declaration, I'm going to book Godarla, so that can't happen.
Oh, no! Dude, oh my god. Oh, shit.
I cannot lose to fucking Goki Pole. I refuse.
Yeah, okay, book resolves, this sets, that destroys.
And we'll hit you for 18.
I don't have
Unless you got something.
bro, but I gotta see. Okay.
Okay. That would have been
If I would have gotten another turn, bro, on this crackback, I had a Pank of my own, the Doom Dozer, and the Neo
Okay,
Bug.
okay.
Man.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
right? Yeah, right? Oh, man, bro. That's so upsetting, dude. What a fucking match.
What a fucking game! Oh my god. I also was thinking about bringing back to Strudo if I needed extra damage, because I could have just had it as an attacker at the very least. But it didn't come up, thankfully, that I had to pay even more life than I already had to. But holy fucking shit, dude. See, one of the advantages you have with this deck, I don't have Slumber, and Slumber is so good because it puts a monster on field, which gives you damage. And that's one of the issues, is that Ballpark by itself doesn't give you enough damage to kill them. You need to have at least like one other monster. I think 2 is more ideal, and that will give you enough. But there's not a lot of cards that can really do that very well, but Slumber is one of them, and it board wipes on top of it. So you get to reset the board, get your best kaiju, and then you're kind of off to the races. So I was actually scared when I saw you playing this, because I'm like, oh shit, he's probably on fucking Slumber, because a lot of lists from around this time were on Slumber for that exact reason. And so, god damn, oh my god.
That was so close, and you didn't open up Ballpark turn 1. I expected you to have an out for it, but like the thing was, is like I had to play it because because like if you had your own or something like that, I lost the match. If you would have just activated GBP and then go for game. So it's like, I had to activate it as a failsafe. I knew you could probably out it, but like as long as you couldn't kill me and I gave myself a shot with a chance. I think
it's fair because I specifically needed one of my spell and trap removal, or I needed Destrudo for any of that to even happen. And I feel like there was a line when I had Destrudo, or excuse me, once I was at Mari and the tokens, I feel like there was a way I could have just killed you that turn. And I'm probably just not competent enough to know what that is, but it just seemed like there was a way to get the damage there.
I was thinking about it too.
I
you have like
couldn't
Link
find
Spider,
it.
right? So you could have kept like Neobug on the field or something like that. Oh no, wait, then you wouldn't be able to dig for 4 because you'd have what if you go Link Spider into for one of the tokens and then you use Link Spider. What else did you have? You had Link Spider.
Well, my board was let me reset it here. So my board was I had the Neobug. Well, it doesn't matter positioning. I had Neobug on the field. I had Mari, and I had these 3 tokens.
Yeah.
So this was my board. So I could have gone like Link Spider
and then
for
you use
1.
The 3 there. How big are those tokens? They're 0/0. They're 300. Okay.
They're 300. Yeah. So technically, I could have had them in attack because it doesn't have the special.
And then you could have like
defense.
did 4 there for Saryuja. You don't have another like. What?
Wait. Oh, you know what I think I could have done? So I had this Neobug in hand at the time. So I think what I could have done was I could have used the Link Spider's effect to actually summon out this Neobug. And then what I think I could have done was I could have actually linked the tokens off, or excuse me, the token and the Mari. Oh no, there's no
you still have it here,
Shit.
I think, because then you just take one of the tokens, your other Neobug, Mari and Link Spider, and you go Saryuja for the dig. You pick up a Pank, and then you Pank, and I'm pretty sure that's game, because the 18 off the Neobug would have killed me.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Yeah, that could have done it. I was thinking if I had this arrow for Link Spider... Oh, wait, no, I could have... No, that doesn't work. I have an extra zone. So what I was thinking I could have done was if I took both of these, I was thinking, obviously I need a Link arrow for this, so this wouldn't work. But I was thinking make Cerberus, and then I could have taken the Spider and the Cerberus for Mrs. Radiant. This is really bad. And then everything's buffed. So this is 23, 46, 65, and you were on 700. And then I could have overlaid these for
the Cowboy.
Yep,
Cowboy too. No, I mean, that's a weird...
Yeah, but I didn't have the arrow.
No, I think you had it if you just went into the Saryuja like that. If you specialed the Neobug from your hand with that Link Spider, I think you had it.
Yeah, because then the Link Spider gave me the extra damage, I think. And so, because I'd have the Neobug at that point, so I wouldn't have had to commit that. Yeah, so that could have done it. But then, to be fair, it wouldn't have been nearly as funny me trying to dig for Giant Ballpark. So I'm kind of happy it transpired the way that it did. Okay, so what else were you playing like in your deck that like that was like Spice or anything like that? I'm curious.
I have a Pot of Avarice. I don't know if you put that in.
I don't think I have
really
Avarice.
Also Redox, of course.
Oh, sure. Oh, you have Redox.
Yep.
That's
so, I mean, there's some
gross.
cool things. I'm pretty sure we're on the same kind of line. I think the big advantage I have over you is since my Destruo package includes Ancient Fairy Dragon, I have like an almost guaranteed way to get the Ballpark. And as you saw, Ballpark is like the win or lose in this scenario. So
yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, you're using it with the Ancient Fairy just to get to Ballpark, and I'm almost using it as an alternate win condition. If you were to like stop Ballpark or stop Yazi, I can use the Ballpark as a fallback essentially. So it's like I have 2 waves of like onslaughts coming at you. So it's interesting that we're using Destrudo that way. It's kind of sick. Yeah. So actually, how many Goki pulls did you get?
Which I don't think that's that bad of a thing though.
I only have one
Goki Pull is actually, I think, one of the most underrated cards in this archetype, though. Goki Pull's insane. Yeah.
Absolutely. This card is so good. The fact that you get to basically dump any insect is nuts, but then the fact you get to pop a card on top of it and it's greater than the attack, which is just like, usually it's like less than, right? Just an insane card. You have 3 Ballpark, I'm guessing? Okay. Yeah, I did as well. As for me, I didn't have much else. How many Doom Dozers? I'm curious.
Did you have any
I have 2 as well. Okay. I have
0
1 Aztekipede.
Yeah, so I was stuck with a double Doom.
Okay.
It's totally
like
okay,
fine,
Doom
right?
Dozer
It's okay.
like, it's just better. I think it puts in more work. So
right. I was also on the Resonance Insects as well. I also pulled some Mothmans in my Soul Fusion. I just had 2, and I figured it was worth playing because, again, that issue with Ballpark, getting a monster on the field, I felt that was good, and plus it helps me draw into Ballpark quicker. So I figured that was worth the slots. Didn't see him,
I can't believe
but
you both played this deck,
it was fine.
I really can't believe it.
I can't believe it either,
I was
right?
stunned, man. I was like, he's going to go second with his dumb Crusadia deck, and he's going to get major punished with it. If I win this RPS. He's gonna be stun going like first, and I was like, oh my, nope. You just
I think a lot of it was dictated by rock paper scissors. Yeah, I was also on I had Scapegoat.
You
in
have
my
one
deck
from
as
the
well.
Astral Pack, right? Whatever.
I do, yes, and I think I actually even had that in game 1. So like even if like game 1, like if you would have kept playing it out, the fact that I had Scapegoat as a fallback, you were gonna kill me through it on top of it, and then I could have just linked everything off and just gone crazy next turn. So I mean, I think I was pretty well positioned in that game. But yeah, like oh buddy, I've been wanting to talk about this. So how was your Orcust pool?
Dude, it was
looking?
solid. Besides the fact I did not get a Galatea. I know it was so close. I got like the long year or so, the symbol skeleton. I got all the goodies except for Galatea.
How many symbols?
I think I got
how many
one
harp,
which I'm pretty sure that's all I would need. And then like I think I got like 1 or 2 symbol skeletons.
Okay, I got 2 symbol, 2 harp. I wish I got 3. I think I got a brass as well. I got.
Yes,
did you get Babel? Okay. I got Babel as well. I think I may have gotten 2, but we only need 1. So let's be honest. And then I got 2 Galatea, and I got 1 long gear
That's
too.
so lucky because I was thinking about that the Orcust. Once you get like Crescendo and Dark Neostorm, like even just being able to go summon Galatea set Crescendo is so strong. Yeah, so
that's strong. And then plus Savage Strike has Nightmare, and we have Mermaid in this series. Like we haven't shown Mermaid off at all because we don't have any way to use it right now. But Mermaid basically means we can have full quote unquote Orcust combo with any 2 monsters, and
that's gonna be terrifying.
It's scary. I mean, it's we're gonna have to see what happens in the next set for sure. I also. God, the comments are going to hate me. I also got Chaos Dragon Levianeer.
Yeah.
And I got a Trap Trick,
dude, you're insane.
as well.
You know what I got? I got 2
What did you get?
Thunder Dragon Dark, a Thunder Dragon Roar, and a Thunder Dragon Titan.
You want my duo?
You know what? I don't even want it. I didn't get any Hawk. I didn't get anything. I was like, yo, this is kind of cool, but like I don't have any of the regular Thunder Dragons. I was like, maybe if I get Colossus, I can make it work. But I feel like as cool as those pulls were, like they're completely worthless without one of the boss monsters to go into.
Right.
So.
It's so high rarity is the I think the only Thunder Dragon cards I got a duo and the orb.
Matrix.
I can't remember what it's called. I got both of those. Matrix. Yeah, I got both of those in the same pack. And I think those are the only Thunder Dragon cards I may have gotten of the good ones anyway. So yeah, you're right though. It's too high rarity, and that's like what sucks about Progression Series sometimes, that we don't get the chance to play those archetypes. But it also means we get to play fun shit like giant ballpark mirrors, evidently.
I don't think this deck's like bad either. Like I fully expected it to like throw you off your game if you had something weird. But the fact we're on the same strategy, you know, you were kind of prepared for it. That's why I didn't want to give you the info game 1, because I was like, if I lose, it's like, you know, I'm playing Resonance Insect and it's all over from there. But no, damn, bro. Damn, if you were playing anything else, the side deck would have put you in shambles, dude. I don't know how you're out in Goes and Rivalry in most of your decks.
I mean, I have Spell and Trap
but like
you
got better habit. But we see how good that does me. But
yeah, that's true. That's true. No, I wanted to play this because because of Soul Fusion. I wanted to keep throwing you off your game because I could always pivot back to Dino Mist, but the problem is I still feel like you have hedges against that deck because it's basically the best deck I can play, and so I'm scared to play it because having cards that are just super hedged against it, it's going to put me in a very bad position, even if the deck is super strong. And so I figured playing something like this, I didn't know if you were going to be on it or not. I thought if you were talking with Joseph, then that was a possibility. And so, you know, here we are. I had the pool. The one Goki pull almost disincentivized me from playing it, but I figure, one is typically enough. So I figured I'd roll the dice, and thankfully it didn't bite me.
Good match though, bro. That was a fun one. That was a really fun one.
This was so entertaining. Holy shit. I hope the fans like this one for sure. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Things keep getting crazier by the episode, and we've got 2 big ones coming up next, Savage Strike and Dark Neostorm. I mean, Orcust could be coming into play here very shortly, and that's kind of scary, if I'm being honest. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see, but we have to shout the patrons as always. Big shouts to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Chaotic Meatball, and Gayoko, Tim0x3, Ike, Ironfang, Part 2, Pony, Starkey, and Musa, Michael Dente, Dan the Manhoban, Sicker Guy, Ole, Mystic Walk, Sylvia Wild, Draconic, Rockslide, Dollywop, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Cole T, Thomas Nelson, Yusuf Asin 05, Jordan Coons, Calvin, Iron Blade Twin, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, David Lee, Rockaway 325, Lane Rogers, Chatcot, Salad Agent 216, I Side and Gren Maju and Salad, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Brett Harvey, John 2 Base, Apathy Astro, Brody Eastwood, Day Sir, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Give Me Speedroid or Give Me Death, Matthew Elliott, MBT's Hard Leg, Ashlyn Jensen, Cypher P on Perp 6, CC Gaming, Matthew Brady, Edison Format, Ash Blossom Toe Sniffer, Dr. Solace, Max, and Tom Russell. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.